Welcome to another in our series of ISMM Level 5 Diploma in Sales and Marketing, really covering Unit 501, Understanding and Developing Customer Accounts. Today, we're going to take a look at Learning Outcome 3, which is understanding your own organization's unique business value. In particular, we will take a look at Porter's generic strategy. Now, in the last video, we took a look at Learning Outcome 2, which referred to Michael Porter's value chain in his book, Competitive Advantage, Creating and Sustaining Superior Performance. Today, we're very much going to look at the generic strategy within this book. Now, there are two axes that we need to focus on. One is the scope, and second is the source of competitive advantage. Now, the scope refers to the targeting strategy of the company. So, for example, is it industry-wide? Is it targeted across a broad range of segments? Or is it very, very particular in the way the business is targeting? Is it quite a niche market that it's trying to approach? Secondly, is the competitive advantage that that company offers to the market. So is it perceived as something that is pretty unique and only this company can very much offer that product or service? Or is it something that pretty much you can buy anywhere, but this is really based on cost? So it's differentiated by its low cost. So scope and competitive advantage are the two axes that we work with. And that then gives us effectively three strategies. The first, Porter called cost leadership, where the scope is quite broad and the competitive advantage is all about price. Second is differentiation, where the scope is again quite broad, but this time the business offer a unique offering to the marketplace. And lastly, focus. This is where it's quite a niche, it's quite a narrow scope, and it can be either based on cost or offering a fairly unique differentiation. So the three strategies are cost leadership, differentiation, and focus. So let's take a look at cost leadership first. This is very much the no frills offering. It's very broad in terms of scope. And as I said earlier, the main feature of this is that it is cheap, i.e. they sell exactly the same as everyone else, but you can buy it from them a lot cheaper than you can buy it from everybody else. Now, companies who tend to adopt this strategy usually have one or a few of these areas. They either have access to capital that's needed to invest in technology that bring prices down. So it may be economies of scale. It may be that they can produce a lot of product in a small space of time, or they can do it incredibly cheaply. And or it may be that they have a very efficient logistics structure or process. And or it may be they just have a low cost base. There's low labor, low cost of labor, cheap materials, or they have cheap facilities. And or it may be they have a sustainable way of continually cutting costs below that of their competitors. So to be a cost leader, you very much need to have an advantage in one of those areas, because your uniqueness, your product position is that it's cheap. It's not an awful lot different to everybody else, but you buy this and you will save yourself money. So the sort of companies that very much operate this sort of strategy, this cost leadership strategy, would be the likes of Ryanair. It would be IKEA. It would be Audi. Very much positioning themselves as you can shop elsewhere, but why pay more? Come to buy us and we'll give you good quality products, but at a very, very affordable price. Moving on, differentiation. This is where the business has created a uniquely desirable product or service. The segmentation again will be broad, just like the cost leader, but it offers a competitive advantage that doesn't rely on price. So what do companies need to do to offer this? Well, often companies such as this have good research, they have good R&D, they have good innovative departments, products and services that stay ahead of the marketplace, and or they have the ability to deliver high quality products that the market genuinely want, that offer something over and above maybe the cost leaders can't provide. And or they have an effective sales and marketing team. And the sales and marketing team understand very much the benefits that are being offered by the differentiated offerings. More importantly, the market get it. The market understand the messages that are being delivered to them through advertising, through branding, etc. Of course, the masters of this would be Apple right now, and of course, the high-end car dealers such as Mercedes-Benz. Moving on, the third strategy is focus. Now, this is where the company has a much narrower target offering within a niche market. So companies that use focus strategies tend to concentrate on a particular niche market whereby they understand the dynamics of that market and they understand the specific unique needs of the customers that they sell to. So this is very much a specialist type organization who don't want to appeal to a mass market. They very much know their market and they know how to approach that market. So Porter divides this into two. He has a cost focus and a differentiation focus, i.e. the cost focus are those that develop uniquely low-cost products or services to a very, very specific market. Differentiation focus is where those products are even more well-defined. They're incredibly specialist for the market that they approach. Using a car example, the Toyota Prius would be something that very much is targeted at a niche eco market, and that gives it its differentiation, its focus above everybody else. So these are very much the three generic strategies. So the purpose of Learning Outcome 3 is to understand your own organization's unique business value. So let me ask you the questions. Where are you here? Do you target everybody? If so, it would indicate that the scope is broad. So what are you? Are you a cost leader or are you differentiation? If you're a cost leader, then you need to be the cheapest to truly add value to the business. If you are the cheapest, that's fantastic. How do you stay the cheapest? What are the processes that you have in place to ensure that you're staying ahead of your competitors, keeping your cost base low, so you can constantly be providing those savings to the customer? If you are broad in scope, but you're not the cheapest, what are the extra value offerings that you're giving your customer? What makes you unique? What means that I should pay you the extra money for your products and services? And this is where you really need to prove that you are better than the rest. A lot of organizations we work with say, we're not the cheapest, but we offer better value. Well, why? Well, we have better service. Well, everybody's saying that they offer a great service. And we have quality products. Well, everybody's saying that they have quality products. How do you prove? Through statistics, through case studies, testimonials, third-party proof. How do you prove that you can deliver a return on investment greater than your competitors? And lastly, if you're a niche organization, if your scope is quite narrow, why did you choose that specific segment? And is it a cheap solution that you're offering within that segment? In which case, how do you stay cheap? Or is it a unique proposition that customers are prepared to pay what you're worth? So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the Porter's generic strategies. It's really interesting to understand your position. If you listen to Ryanair, they're now trying to improve their customer service, but they've made it absolutely clear that they will not forsake their position as a cost leader. So that means, yes, providing good service, but if it means charging more to the customer, then actually, and their competitors therefore getting an edge, that's an area that they don't want to get into. So I love the way that they position themselves as that. Good luck with you guys doing the same with your organization, and we look forward to working on the ISM Unit 501 next time.